Hey everybody, how's it going? Well, I told you I'd make a video this weekend, so even though I ain't doing nothing, figured I would anyway. I'd give you another update, I guess. I can at least show you. Oh, shoot! Just dropped my dadgum soda. That new Coke, 0 sugar, 0 calories. Ugh, dirty as all get out. At least it was closed, right? Anyway. It's the one, I don't know if any of y'all drank it. That was, you know, that Coke Cola that they had in a small can. I think it was it 8 ounces? Maybe 12. It was just a small can. It had to have been 8 ounces or something. Yeah, I think it was 8 ounces. It was a small can. They were selling it for a while. They had Coke Zero, they had, or 0 sugar, 0 sugar cherry, and then just regular Coca-Cola. It was in a small can. And I was drinking the 0 sugar one. Loved it. Tasted great. Hard to find. Couldn't find it nowhere. They were running out or whatever. I don't know what the deal was with Coca-Cola. You know, people were buying it, so I don't know why they were taking it out of the stores. Well, I still could find it every now and then, and I'd still buy it every now and then. And all of a sudden, they came out with the 20 ounce, 0 sugar, 0 calorie Coca-Cola. So I'm like, oh, they figured they could make money off of it, so they started selling it 20 ounces. Well, I bought it. And I thought, you know, I'm going to check out these ingredients, see if they're the same as the little can was. Well, they are, with one exception. For whatever reason, they put aspartame, however you want to spell it or say it, in the 20 ounce, but they didn't have it in the little 8 ounce cans. And I love the taste of the 0 sugar Coca-Cola in the 8 ounce cans. I didn't have no problem with it. Why did they put aspartame in the 20 ounce? Well, it's like any sweetener, it's probably addicting or something, I don't know. But other than that, there's no difference. So anyway, I drink 1 a day or something like that. Anyway, get back on the subject here. I am not doing nothing on the rig this weekend. I worked on the motorcycle over there you're looking at behind me. I did the 5,000 mile service on it. It's at 7,400, well, a little more now. I took it for a ride yesterday, but when I serviced it, it was at 7,400. You're supposed to service it at 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and every 5,000 after that. And so instead of paying Harley Davidson $375 to do a service, I didn't pay myself. I saved myself $280 because I had to spend about $120. I'm still not done. I got to buy 2 more tools, well, 3 more tools, 4 more tools. So by the time I get done buying the tools, put that aside, and just the service alone with just the oil and whatnot, $85 for the oil, the filter, and the O-ring. But I had to buy a filter wrench. I had to buy a funnel. I had to buy another catch funnel for the filter when you take the filter off. And then which I didn't buy that yet, so I still got to buy that. And then there's also a belt tensioner tool, and there's an oil can or oil catch can. Which I didn't really need because I don't even know where, it's way over there, but it's a baking pan, 9.5 by 13 inch baking pan that's been sitting outside forever, a metal one. So I use that for my catch-all for my oil drain. Anyway, I'm going to buy the plastic one. It's $30. And I also got to buy a moisture tester to test the moisture in brake fluid, clutch fluid, transmission fluid, you know. Well, actually, no, I only got to test it in the brake fluid and the clutch fluid. Once it gets above 2%, you got to change the clutch fluid or the brake fluid, whatever. So I got to get that tool. I got to get the belt tensioner tool to check the belt tension on the belt. Have to get those. And I'm going to get the oil filter catch, little plastic catch-all that catches the oil when you pull the filter off, so it don't get over your paint. Which I just used a rag this time. Anyway, so I did my own service, and I'm going to continue to do my own services as long as I can, as long as I don't have to buy anything expensive to do it. If something serious comes up, I'll let Harley Davidson do it. But anyway, so I did that yesterday, and then I went for a long ride, and just a little bit ago I got done working on my wife's car. She had a exhaust leak, Ford. You come from the tailpipe to the muffler, and then off that comes about a 4-foot piece that stops. And then from the front, you got the exhaust manifold, and off that comes about a 6-foot piece and stops. And right there where it stops and the tailpipe muffler and that extension piece stops, there's a clamp that clamped them together. Right there is where it rusted out. And so I just cut out about 2 inches on this side and an inch on it, so about 3 inches, and then bought a 3 by 2.5 inch reducer, put it together, put a couple of exhaust clamps on there, and sealed it up, so it's good to go. I just got done doing that and then taking a dip in that little pool right there to rinse all the rust off me. Anyway, so I thought I'd show you, hey, let's check it out. I told you about it last video, but hey, I'll show it to you. All right, so here is all the U-bolts. Brand spanking new. Washers, nuts, and everything. And if you look at that nut right there, you'll see, I don't know what it's called. It's almost like a lock nut. You know, they got that plastic in there to keep it from backing out. That's what they got on these. So that's what was on that nut that I couldn't get off. On the old U-bolt that I had to cut the little tip off there. Anyway, got me 2 of these bad boys. You know what these are? Bottom shock mount bolts. Got them. 2 of them, 1 for each side. I figure I'm going to do the same thing over there, so I just got 2. Seems like I got something else too. Oh, I got this here. Got 2 of these, 10 feet each one, to cover up all the, I wired all these lights together, right? They're all wired together. The top one up there as well. That one's wired to the bottom ones, and it's running all the way to the front. And I've got the wire run up into the cab. So it's ready to go up in the dash, and then I just gotta wire it to the switch. Them lights are gonna come on when the top lights come on. So you'll have a headlight switch, and then you'll have the marker light switches, and then the blinker light, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I got 2 of these. Yeah, so I also got these LED fog lights, and they are fog lights. I don't know why people want to. I mean, if I could, I thought about doing it. That hole over there, and then there's, whoops, wrong way. And then there's one right there. If there was a place to mount a light, which once I become a welder again, I guess I could weld something in there to hold it. I might put a set of running lights in there, maybe. I don't know. I mean, lights are good to have, right? Guys, I remember this time, folks. Anyway, them LED headlights are anywhere from $155 a piece to $190 a piece, which is ridiculous in my opinion. And the reason I say it's ridiculous because what happens if one goes out? Now LEDs last a lot longer, but eventually it's going to go out, right? And then I'm going to have to pay another $155 to $190. By then, probably $200, $225. So that's the downside to having what you want. All my lights will be LED, every single one of them, including the ones I'm going to mount back here, and the ones back there at, you know, the tail lights. All of them are going to be LEDs. I almost forgot again. Guess what, folks? You know what I got coming. You know what I got coming. You know what I found. You'll never believe it. And it's going to sit right here in front of the cab over, right there on the ground, right there, while I tear it apart. You know what it is? You know what it is? Oh, I can't wait to show you. I ain't got it yet. About 3 weeks, maybe 4. Depends on, I still ain't figured out yet how I'm gonna go pick it up. I know I'm holding you up, ain't I? You wanna know? You wanna know? Oh, I can't wait to tell you. Paid $2,500 for it. $2,500 for a complete 86 to 87. Doesn't know the exact year. Big cam Cummins, and it's a 3. Looks just like mine. Exactly like mine, but here's the catch. It looks better than mine. And the guy said that he was told, now there's no proof of this, okay, but you know how people are. He was told that it's got 400,000 miles on a rebuilt, and it was running when it got pulled out. There's no proof of that, of course. It come out of a dump truck, I guess, and it burned up, and it just rotted out, and no good no more, but the motor was still good, so they pulled it out of the dump truck, and the pictures look great. I'm going to take all the parts off of it that I can use on mine, which basically everything on top, not the heads. It's got Jake brakes. I'm going to use the Jake brakes. I'm going to use the after cooler, the inner cooler, anything I can use off of it to put on mine that needs it. Mine needs some things, right? So anything that mine needs that I can use off the motor I'm going to get, I'm going to use it. Bottom line, the motor I'm getting, I'm stripping down completely down to the block. I'm gonna strip it down completely 100% and send the block off, make sure it's good to go, make sure the crankshaft's good to go, and then rebuild that block, put reman heads on it, and then it's gonna be my replacement motor once mine goes to shit. And so I will be set. When it comes time to take that motor out, I'll just take the motor out and put that rebuilt motor in there, and then take everything off my motor that's still usable, of course, and put it on that new motor, or rebuilt motor, I should say. So that's the plan, guys. I pay $2,500. The guy's selling it to me for. He's over by Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, and yeah, I was shocked to find it, and I was even more shocked that the guy was letting me buy it. I sent him $1,000, and I got $2,500 is what I'm paying for it. So he's got $1,000 now, and I'm going to pay him $1,500 next week. And I still got to figure out how I'm going to go get it. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to my neighbor over here. He's got a tractor, and I know he's got a bucket on it. I don't know if there's anything he can put on it to pick that motor up. But what I'm thinking is I'm going to have to drive a straight truck down there, get it loaded on the back, bring it back up here, and then have him come over with his tractor, and hopefully we can get it off the straight truck and set it right on the ground. I got a bunch of 4x4s sitting over here under that little tarp right there, all good to go. I can use them to block it up, and so it's sitting up straight, and start tearing it apart. And that's my plan. I plan to have it all tore apart before winter. I got a lot of work to do before winter. So we're looking at November, late November, December. It's going to get cold in November, but I'll still work outside. I ain't got a problem with the cold. So yeah, so I still got a lot of work to do, and that block's got to get tore apart, and I should be able to tear it apart in a weekend. You know, I only got the weekends to work on because I'm working my butt off. Because what do I work for? I got to get the money to work on this. I got to get the money to pay off. I got a $7,000 credit card that I got to pay off, because that's going to be used for my maintenance fund once I get this thing running and on the road. And so yeah, so I'm busting my ass to make money to do everything I need to do to get this fixed and get that credit card paid off and keep my debt off my back. You know what I'm saying? So another thing I'm working on, and it's still working on it, I've talked about this before, is buying another truck. There's a guy at my work that's willing to sell me his truck, but he's taking forever. And the reason he's taking forever is because he's looking for a specific truck. He wants a newer International ProStar with a 13 speed. That's what he wants. Well, you know, they don't come with 13 speeds. I mean, you can order them with a 13 speed. I'm sure they're out there, but they're rare. You know what I mean? It's not easy to find. It's not going to be. He ain't finding nothing local, so he's still looking. But once he does that, then he's going to sell it to me for 10 grand, and I'm going to give him 2 grand and pay him off, and I'll double my income right then and there. So things will start happening a lot quicker. I wish it would happen now so I can get more done before winter gets here. You know what I mean? I really want to get this truck running, roadworthy, ready to roll before winter. That's really what I want to do. So anyway, I'm taking up enough of your guys' time with nothing, just talk. And I apologize for that. Like I told you in the last video, I've had a lot of things that I put off while I was working on this, making all them other videos, and I let a lot of things go. My wife's car, my motorcycle, some chores I had to do around the place, and also I've had to work a few Saturdays because the work I do is if I work. Okay, I'll give you an example. If it's a 4-week month, right? We count a 4-week month, and then some months are 5 weeks. Let's just stick with a 4-week. It's the easiest math. If I work 23 days out of that full month, right? That's Monday through Saturday for 3 weeks, and then Monday through Friday on the 4th week, right? So and I don't have to actually physically work on that Saturday, as long as I get credit for it. And at my job, we can get credit for a day by working more in 3 days. If we work enough in 3 days, it would equal out to 4 days. Then we get credit for a day. Don't worry about it. Just trust me. We can get credit for the day. So when I work Monday through Friday, I try to do enough work to get credit for Saturday, so I don't have to work Saturday and Sunday. Or, well, Saturday. I never work Sunday. But some weeks, lately, we haven't been working enough to get credit for Saturday. So this month, I've had to work 3 Saturdays. Physically work 3 Saturdays. It sucks. And I had to work yesterday. And so yesterday I came home, and I was home by noon, 12:30. And I immediately got to work on servicing my bike, which was the first time I ever serviced a motorcycle, and I wanted to do it right because it is a Harley. And if I ever decide to sell the thing, I want people to know when they buy it that they're getting a quality bike that's been serviced right and taken care of, and everything on it's Harley Davidson and blah, 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 right? So anyway, so I got that done, and then I took the rest of the night off, and then today, like I said, I worked on my wife's car. Just got done with that. So I thought I'd make you another video update, blah, blah, blah. Sorry. I'll get to work on this thing again. But I was just really excited to tell you about that motor. Can't wait to get it on the ground over there, and y'all get to see it. It's just like mine. Everything's on it. They pulled it out of the truck. The fan ain't on it. Radiator, I don't think they even have the radiator with it, which I'll ask him. I don't know. I never did find out. But anyway, no transmission with it or nothing, just the motor. I don't need a transmission. So yeah, it looks just like mine, and everything's still attached to it. So what's really cool is it's still got all the paint on it. I mean, it looks really nice for an 86, 87, right? I mean, you've seen mine. It's 84, and it looks like shit. It's never been rebuilt. You can tell that. This one looks like it was rebuilt because it's got paint on it. I mean, it's not freshly painted like it was painted a year ago, but it coincides with it probably had been rebuilt a few, 6, 7 years ago, whatever it was. So there you go. I don't care. I'm taking the guy's word for it. I'm giving him $2,500. I'm going to go get it, bring it home, and hope for the best. Pray for the best. You know what I'm saying? So with that note, I'm going to let y'all go. Y'all have a great day, evening, and please keep coming back to the channel. There will be more videos. I really got to get working on this thing, and I will get working on it. And so there will be more videos. So keep coming back. Subscribe, like, comment. Please comment. I love all the viewers, and I love the subscribers. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. But please comment. Give me your feelings. Give me your side. What do you think? Tell me what you think, and any advice you got. Or I mean, some of you guys been driving. I've only been driving since 2008. So, and I've owned. This is the only truck I've ever really owned. I was buying another truck before, but I never did get it. It was a contract deal, and they went under, so I lost the truck. But anyway, and I've been in business for myself since 2012, but I've never been an independent yet. So I'm not there. I'm not. I'm 53 years old, but I didn't start this game until 2008. Wasn't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So comment, like, subscribe, share, and keep coming back. And until next time, God bless.